Welcome to the CPTM Smart Partners Hub in London. CPTM is Commonwealth's Partnership for Technology Management. In fact, CPTM is about technology, innovation and growth. And it couldn't be more appropriate and relevant to the mission and the vision of the Smart Partners who are part of and who initiated CPTM a number of years ago. The release today of the insights and glimpses on leveraging the value of knowledge and data through smart partnership. A program, a networks program from starting with July 2018 to June 2020. And the insights and glimpses are to do with the recent think tanking less than a month ago that took place, led by central bank governors and who are leading the financial inclusion initiative in the last 7 years or so. So today is a very important day for the CPTM Commonwealth Partnership for Technology Management networks. As of July 2018, CPTM having been initiated for about 25 years or so through networks, dialogues and very different type of approach to the growth, development and transformation. This is in itself not a document. It is, one would describe it, a hybrid of as it happened, as people talked, as they interacted, with glimpses from the 2-3 days that they gathered together, as well as they shared with those who were part of the networks within the smart partnership movement from Namibia, from Tanzania, from Caribbean, from Malaysia, through the help of digital landscape. So first of all, the relevance of the today release is that it is marked also with the initiation of an integrated phase of carrying forward, supporting networks, interacting with each other around a common denominator, leveraging the value of data. In fact, after 3-4 years of discussions in separate networks with leading core group of governors of central banks, governors themselves, heads of government, chief executive of Bureau of Standards, chief executive of National Statistics, and many other leading groups, after about 3-4 years of discussions, we all in the group realized or demonstrated the interdependence of one another. But above all, as David Hand, our Professor David Hand, a well-known academician, but just a smart partner with us for the last few years, as David Hand characterized this year, the stage where we are, is not only liberating the value of data, how and what it is, but liberating the value of data. So the significance of today's release of this hybrid compilation of real-time interactions called Insights and Glimpses is that there is a new phase in which one needs to go beyond just liberating, is to liberate the value of data. That means to try to put it into a real-time use. And it couldn't be more opportune, the fact that the governors of central banks, the core group of central banks, have been leading the initiation of this new phase. So today, what we're doing is simply to alert you that the framework for the next 2 years interactions of smart partners as they are today, engaged in different initiatives or wishing to be engaged, in addition to those others who are going to join them, are able to be guided about what does it mean to liberate, not only to leverage, the value of data in real time, not in university, not only in by central banks or financial sector, not only in relation to national statistics, etc., but in an integrated manner. This is what is different about the smart partnership framework and the smart partnership interactions. The language and the rhetoric is a new language that is being used. The rhetoric is very real-time, natural, inquisitive, is very comfortable. It is not artificial. Those who happen to be at various discussions, who happen not to be comfortable with this, they will probably not come again. The medium in which they meet and the way they react to each other is very special, is very much dedicated to an entrepreneurial type of let's do it, and it's possible to do it. It's a new language also, the smart partnership language, but new language in relation to the value of data. So the reason why this is a hybrid document, and we have to call it document because in physical manifestation, but we are releasing it also digital without clicking on the digital version of this document, or without seeing probably or printing out a physical manifestation. One doesn't make full use of this document produced by and shared with central bank governors and colleagues. Today we wanted simply to emphasize the fact that there is actually a completely different way of carrying forward the latest edge technology that one is made aware of. And if you want to see how that can happen, and there is evidence of that, you will need to see and watch and listen the insights. Why are they called insights? They are called insights because it is the whole reason why people get together is to deliver transformation. They are insights because they influence. And they influence because there are real people there. They are best selected ideas, and through interactions there are new things that are emerging. So today I would, on behalf of governors, Professor Mutabile, Majosi Sitole, Deputy Governor Dr. Mlambo, and all their colleagues in the financial inclusion, their CPTM companions, we would like to offer all the SMART partners, but in particularly to those who are to be engaged if something needs to happen and to be liberated in relation to value of data, the chief executives of National Bureau of Standards, National Statistics Offices, and all those around and part of the emerging digital landscape in each and every country. And I don't think that there is one country that those particular aspects that have been discussed do not exist. So I would suggest that in the next few days you would try to go through the first part of this hybrid document, which is related to the insights. There are two other parts, as you will see. In addition to that, you will see that the document, digitally and otherwise, has been forwarded to at least 20 heads of government and leaders, heads of states, who are council of patrons and advisors in the Smart Partnership movement, but also to all the leaders in the Commonwealth, their high commissioners in London, but by releasing it on usual Fridays webcasts, we are inviting everybody else who is part of CPTM founders, SMART partners, CPTM companions, CPTM networking members, SMART partners, friends who are part of our group as we go along. So we'll see each other on Monday, this Monday, when we were going to try to go in more details and very specific about the main items that have been released through the discussions and to be taken forward. Very hot in London, very hot everywhere. I wasn't very sure when I was talking to Lekoma, my brother for life from Botswana, joint dialogue convener of the first Smart Partnership Dialogue in Southern Africa in Kasane, if Kasane temperature, which was just a little bit higher, about probably 42 when we went there, is not going to be almost the same in London. Yesterday, the day before, it was about 36, at least around the St. James and around the Hague. But I suppose this is part of a world that we are in, and there are different worlds, but one of the worlds that we're trying to build is a smarter world and a smarter globe with whatever problems or opportunities they arise. So have a nice weekend, and do please look into this document. We'll come back to it in detail